Hello, here I present the idea of my globalized self. We are living in this world of globalization, and in this world of globalization, we believe we are all in a web connection. We are all connected with each other with the network, with the internet, with technology, and with this connection, we have our own concept of globalization. Now, here, I just wanted to think of globalization in a different manner. Globalization here, I just wanted to explore as to do I just connect myself with someone else, the other person, other entity in the world, somewhere else? So the connection is with the other person and in some other space. But how about my connection with myself in some other space? Or, in other terms, my connection with myself in some other time. So, to kind of explore more on this, I pondered over this question as to did I exist in the previous moment? And probably, well, yes, I did exist. How about the prior moment to that? And how about exploring my birth time? Yeah, I did exist when I was born, but in my mother's womb, yes, of course. But how about beyond that? And if I did exist beyond this body which I have, which I am in a way, which people or we all identify ourselves with, in which time did I exist prior to this? Or did my existence break with time? Now, suppose we go by this concept of time as an eternal entity, then did I exist in this eternal time? If we go by a linear time, there is an endless point. The time is constantly moving in the endless area, it's eternal. Even if I go by a circular time theory, don't I keep rotating, moving on and on and on without an end? Which means, again, eternal existence. So when time has existed in eternality, did I exist in eternal time? Now, if I kind of find my reality, my globalized self, in the sense that my existence, myself in the now, in here, connected to in some past space, some past time, and find all my connections everywhere in time and space, I would be where? Probably in the infinity everywhere. Because if time is infinite, I have been infinite, then I should be infinitely there every time. And which space did I explore then? Probably which space points? Of course, now in America, and I explored India. But in the eternal time, how many space points? It's tough for me. I'm not a mathematician or not a calculus expert, but probably infinite space point I might have traveled, because if I have traveled infinite time, in that infinity, the probability is infinite space points. So, having explored time in its fullness, probability is that we can explore the whole world in its fullness. But having explored my existence, again, with this pre-assumption that I existed in this eternal timeline, if I imagine that, is there a possibility of if my knowing myself in my fullness, that I know the whole world in its fullness. Again, because I'll be knowing the time in its fullness, I'll be knowing the space in its fullness, and also will I not be knowing my family interactions everywhere around in its fullness? Was I related with? Probably many beings in this world. How many beings? If it's infinite time, infinite space, why not infinite beings? So isn't my world my family? Now, this is my globalized self.